to have him as a top 6 guy in a league where top 6 players are, they're the guys that make the games that winnable. They make the plays to give you a chance. I know you need grit and you need checkers and you need all that. I know that's really important. Put Riley up and forward.
My gosh.
He's lost it on defense. He can't play defense. Like, what are you going to do with him?
The call-in show?
I told you last year. They haven't won a Stanley Cup since Red Kelly played center for them. He was an defenseman when he came from Detroit. See if it works. See if it works magic. But, I mean, he's lost on the blue line. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
tough.
Wow.
For the old league. Jeez.
Remember the good old days when we played 9, 11 exhibition games and you can work out a few kinks? You don't have any time now.
I mean, Stolarz, is he going to be okay for game 1?
Is he out for maintenance?
Right?
Maintenance day today.
That was a lot. That
was painful. I could only watch 2 periods. I had to shut it off. Well, then I went to Ottawa, and that was worse. Oh, my God. And I'll tell you, with Ottawa, they need some toughness in that lineup. Montreal are laughing at it. When did Montreal become so tough that now they're chirping? You know, Gallagher's going by their bench chirping at them. I mean, they need some toughness. And mark my words, Ottawa will make a move this week to bring some toughness into their dressing room.
Ooh,
mark my words.
We'll watch for that.
So how do you power rank the 3 Canadian teams in the Atlantic? Montreal, Ottawa, Toronto.
Well, I gave you the Eastern standings last week. Did you not write them down? Like, seriously, do I have to repeat myself?
Yes, you do.
What?
You do have to repeat yourself.
Yeah, well, I've got, here it is, Florida. Like, Toronto and Ottawa are not even close to Florida and Tampa right now, guys. So I've got Florida, Tampa Bay, Ottawa, Toronto, Montreal, Detroit, Boston, Buffalo.
All right.
So
I'll write it down this time.
So let me give you the West. You want the West? Write this down so I don't have to repeat myself next week. Colorado, number 1. These are the 8 teams I've got in the playoffs.
Okay.
Colorado, number 1. Vegas, number 2. Winnipeg, number 3. LA, number 4. Edmonton, number 5.
Wow.
Dallas, number 6. Utah are going to make the playoffs. And St. Louis is the 8th team.
St. Louis misses the playoffs.
St. Louis make the playoffs.
Oh, they make the playoffs. Okay. All right.
As the 8th team.
As the 8th
Who we
team.
missing there? Minnesota, Colorado is the top team. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Um,
So that,
what?
Minnesota's make the big signing, and I don't have them in the playoffs. I just like Zuccarella's out for another month at least. Big loss for them. So I've got that's who I've got is making the playoffs.
We had Billy Guerin on the other day. I don't know if you caught him on our show, but he was great. But
I only get your show when I'm on. So.
Okay. That doesn't surprise us. Mac, he basically said we needed to sign him at whatever cost, and we'll just figure out the rest.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, is that okay? Because you don't lose these type of players, and as you said with Marner, they're hard to replace. So, ultimately, did they do the right thing at $17 million just to keep a star player and we'll work around the edges?
I think they had no choice. That's what I think. I didn't like Craig Leopold. In fairness to Craig, he's a fan and he's a really good guy and he's a really good owner. But him talking did not help Billy Guerin's chances. And Paul Theophanous is not an easy guy to deal with, let me tell you. I mean, look at the players he's got, and he grinds.
Sounds like he's really good at his job.
I didn't say that. I'm not complimenting him that much, but he does grind. I'm not giving him that much of a compliment.
No, because you're still in your president mode, GM mode.
I don't think Billy had any choice. And it's the same BS I listen to. I've listened to it for 20 years in the NHL. Every time somebody does a contract, what's it going to do to every other contract? I remember when we signed players in Columbus, I'd go to a GM meeting and everybody would be whining, Nash sets a new standard. And I said to Berkey, you didn't set a new standard when you signed Joe Benoski in Vancouver? That didn't help me. I mean, it happens all the time. It's happened for 20 years, and it just goes away eventually, I mean, it doesn't help Edmonton with McDavid. I mean, what's he going to do now? What's he want? He's going to get whatever he wants.
But he can't want a lot, or else he'll take away his chances of winning or spending money to help him win. He's caught, Mac. He can't go and get 17 or 18 million because it takes away a good chance to win this year.
Is he the only guy in the league that's going to do that? Do you think Hughes wasn't worried about that? The kid that just signed, and the next Hughes brothers won't be worried about it when they're up, and every other superstar is not going to worry about it. Is Connor and Sid the only two on the face of the earth that worry about that? It seems that way to me. God bless Sid for what he did. I mean, Dubas is making more money than he and Sid. I don't think that works right, but anyway. So anyway,
well, look, the next few years he's trying to protect. If he signs a 2-year deal, he can't sign for $40 million. It will not help his chances to win a Stanley Cup, clearly.
No, but what is he supposed to do? Take $3 million less?
People believe that's going to happen. People believe that he will not pass Kirill.
I've got them today as the 5th best team in the West. That's where I've got them.
Why so low for a team back-to-back Cup finals?
I didn't like the depth they signed this summer. I didn't really like it. They're going back with the same group on the back end, essentially. They're going back with the same goaltender, Ingram. I mean, look, I know he just got to come back from sick leave. I mean, I liked him a little bit last year in Utah, but I don't see the improvement. I mean, Ike Howard and some of these young guys, I mean, they're decent moves, but I just don't see them as an improved hockey team. I don't. I mean, Hyman is a month before he can play, apparently. I mean, how do you guys have them? I mean, they go to the finals. I mean, can they do it 3 years in a row going to the finals? It doesn't happen very often.
It's just, those two guys are so good. They pull them through and but
they're going to put Draisaitl again now with McDavid, which is, I like that because Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is as good as any number 2 centerman in the league. So I actually don't mind that move. It gives them a little better look, in my opinion, with Nugent-Hopkins in the second hole. He's a good player, that kid.
What about Dallas? 6th. They just traded for Rantanen that was supposed to put him over the top to win a Stanley Cup last year. Why do you have him 6th?
Well, I guess, who are they better than? They're not better than Colorado. They're not better than Vegas. They're not better than Winnipeg. Were last year at least. LA, I like LA better. Edmonton, I've got them right there with Edmonton, like a half a point behind Edmonton.
I think they're better than LA.
LA's.
Well, hey,
they don't stink.
Listen,
They don't stink. They're not.
You give me your list, and I'll put my list there. You got my list, and let's see who's right at the end of the season.
So this is your segment. It's not mine.
If I'm wrong, I'll be the first one not to admit it.
Perfect. Hey, Mac, what do you think?
By the way, one other thing.
Yeah.
Utah. I'm so sick of excuses coming out of Utah. I don't want to hear any more excuses. They've got the new owner. They've got the new building. They've got the great city. I don't mean Utah, but that franchise. No more BS. This is their year to make it. The coach, in my opinion, should be on the hot seat right here. I'm wondering if he's an NHL. I like lots of things about him. I don't know if he'll survive if they don't get off to a good start. but no more excuses. You know,
It is funny how you go from.
Seattle should be better. So.
As it is funny how you go from everyone being like, yeah, they're not even trying to win, no pressure. All of a sudden, it's like, okay, now it's time. Let's see what Utah really is. I wanted to get your thoughts on these young kids signing long contracts. Jackson Lacombe, Luke Hughes, 7 years, 8 years at 21, 22 years old. Well, 22 and 24, actually. What are your thoughts on those deals?
Well, it used to be let's get the bridge deal done and then you get another crack at it. But why, I guess you want, I know the Matthews thing and how they played it out with Matthews, and now he gets another crack at it. I understand all that. But the difference for me is the money they're paying them. How do you not take it when they give you $9 million a year and $8 million a year when you've barely played in the league? I mean, I don't know how you turn that down, Morny. I just don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess you got to get the money when you can get the money. You don't know what's coming next.
Yeah, if they're coming through like they were in the old days, even when Matthews was going there, I would take a shorter deal, a bridge deal, and then hit your big home run. But now they give the top dollars right out of the chute.
So
they're scared to
Anaheim
death of losing guys.
Anaheim's an interesting scenario here with Jackson Lacombe, who was 6 years ago the 39th pick overall, and now he's making $9 million a year. If by chance Pat Verbeek's wrong here, is this like a fork in the road for some general managers? Can Pat Verbeek still do well as a general manager if he's completely wrong on this guy?
First of all, I don't think he's going to be wrong on it.
Okay.
I think he's going to be a really, really good, important player for that team. He might be wrong this year on him, but I think in the long run he's not going to be wrong on him. That's my opinion.
Hedging's good now. It's a good gamble to hedge on what you think is your quality nuclei kind of guy.
I think when you figure out who your core guys are and you get them locked up, like how many teams are going to be held up and held up and held up by these guys at 7 years pro? They're buying some unrestricted time. I don't think it's a bad thing right now, and the cap's going to go through the roof. I want to know with all these teams worth $1 billion, like seriously, $1 billion. Winnipeg, I love the franchise. I hear they're up against it big time right now. I hear that. Well, financial.
When did Gary go out there and talk to the corporate world in Winnipeg and say, you guys got to get behind this team? Mm-hmm. Was that last year or the year before?
And I think it's still there. And $1.3 billion, like, I don't.